Hi class, welcome to another tutorial on the pandas. So we are continuing on our IMDb data. So we have read the IMDb CSV file as you can see here, and we have kept this title column as our index. Fine. So now we already saw the head and tail. Head gives you the first two rows, tail gives you the last n rows, whatever number you specify here. And now let us get some information about our data. Right, so it's more like a terminal based data processing tool. So when we say our data frame name movies underscore df.info, so it gives you an information about the CSV file. So see, it says pandas.core.frame.dataframe. Now from this data frame, you understand that okay, it has more than two columns. Fine. Then it says index 1000 entries, guardian of the galaxy to 9 lives. Fine. So you can see here index was our title, so guardian of the galaxy, this is index start, and the last is 9 lives, right? So it says there are 1000 entries, right? So we have 1000 movies, starting index value is guardian of the galaxy, and the last index value is 9 lives. Now it says data columns, so we have total of 11 columns. It basically excludes the index column, right? So you can say we have total of 12 columns, but since we are including the title as the index column, it will exclude that. So see, it says column number 0 is rank, which is fine, right? In computer science, the indexing begins from column number 0, right? So this is 0. Then it says column number 1 is genre, right? Basically the first column was title, but since we have included this statement, index column is equal to title, it basically skips this column. It assumes that this is an index column. It does not give any data information, right? So genre becomes the first column. This is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th, right? So you can see here. So the 10th column is the metascore, 7th column is the rating. Let us verify. 7th column is the rating, 10th column is the metascore, right? So 10th is metascore. Now it also says you what are the non-null count. Non-null means which are not empty. So if you can see in this data, in the metascore column, you observe these are the blank columns, right? No data is here. Similarly, in the revenue, you can see this mind horn, and when you have the hounds of love, you can see this, these are blank columns. So basically these are treated as null columns or null values. So it says, so for example, let us read this rank 0, 1000 non-null. And what were the entries in our database? We had total of 1000 entries. So in the rank column, we have all as not null. That means the rank column has no null values. Similarly, genre has no null values. Description has no null values. So if you come across this revenue, so revenue it says 872 non-null. How many we had total? We had 1000 in total, or you can see here also. So out of this, only 872 were non-null. So how many remain? 1000 minus 872. So it brings up at 128, right? So 128 null values are there in revenue. Similarly, for Metascore, we have 936 non-null values. So total we had 1000 values. So we had roughly 64 as null values. And it also gives the data type, right? So we have integer, we have float, and object basically is a string data type. So it refers, pandas refers string as objects because it can be a combination of numbers and strings. So it says as object. So the memory usage, the time it took to load, right, is given by the memory usage, right? So this was about the info field. So the first work that you do whenever you load a CSV or a JSON is get the info, right? So what information does your pandas data frame give you about the data set, right? Another, we are concerned here with the shape of the data set. You can see shape is not a method, right? It just outputs what, how many rows and columns are there. Again, we have 1000 rows and 11 columns. Since we took the index as the title, it does not count that particular column. it gives the count of the remaining column. So this is basically the dimension of our data frame, 1000 rows and 11 columns, right? So I think that's it for this tutorial. We can just other details we will see in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.